Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. It's time for Necrom, officially. And I've got Sharp and Azandir, and... Wait.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Oh, I got on a cart and I got off a boat. I mean... Okay, sure. Hey, Laramil, it's been a hot minute.
As Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows, foretold, we meet again, Proxy. Many diverse twists of fate have led us to this nebulous... too complicated. I come with a gift, a purpose dark and heavy, an opportunity to fulfill the contract you signed.
What purpose?
We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation.
What sort of cooperation?
Only a mortal Proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you.
Yeah, okay.
The one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Manos cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water and your path will become clear.
Who exactly are we up against?
One or more of Hermaeus Mora's rival princes, although they have yet to reveal themselves. They work through agents, such as whoever sought the glyphics when we first met. A spider lurks at the center of this web. I am sure of it.
So this is related to the glyphics I recovered?
Yes and no. We face the same foe who sought the onyx and umbral glyphics, and colluded with Drawless Atherin to seize the emerald glyphic. You forced them to change tactics when you stopped them, but they have not abandoned their grander scheme.
Tell me about Hermaeus Mora.
Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge?
I mean, I have,
The
but
Lord
this is
of
recap stuff.
The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
What's Apocrypha?
I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power, one of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion.
Who are you again?
I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for.
Ooh, sobriquet, good
I
word.
seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora.
So you serve Hermaeus Mora?
I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay. So, the Menos Cistern. I really was getting kind of antsy to start playing through the story of this DLC, because there's a lot of crazy stuff happening around this area. Like, every time I find a new point of interest, there's something absolutely bonkers happening there. This is the nice city, though. Oh, so we're leaving the city. I should do a quick run of the city, too, at some point, just to find side quests and stuff. Oh, the crafting hall. This is a good crafting hall. The only thing that could have made it better is if the turn-in point was a little closer and maybe their stables were nearby. But it's easily amongst the best. Now, could I have just run around the city to get where I need to go? How close is this ruin? Oh. Alright, well, we'll run there. Why not? Shouldn't be that bad. Silt Striders. It's crazy. You can see Silt Striders moving around. I don't know that that's ever been shown. They're always so stationary.
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Okay, I'll be back for you. I know where you are now. You're a side quest man. And I'm not here to do that yet. I like to start these DLCs by doing the first story mission to kind of get a sense of what's going on. And then I do the side quests.
You there!
No,
You
stop following
look like
me.
a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
No. Oh, this is a... This is like the thing you use to get into the Bastion Mimic. Oh.
Step forth, mortal. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse.
I'm so happy to have the original voice actor back. It's a little different, but he's pretty good.
Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my
The reverb is the biggest difference.
All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge.
This is about the threat you foresaw? Something about the unraveling of reality?
All that, and more, mortal. I see all that is, was, and will ever be. And in so doing, I saw hidden rivals that threaten Apocrypha and all of reality.
I hate the bubble eyeballs. They're so gross.
The time has come to honor your agreement.
My agreement?
I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. I have foretold that a mortal was needed to preserve reality. You are that mortal, and we signed a contract that binds us for the duration of this threat. Apocrypha is in danger. Now you must act.
What do you need me to do?
Let Laramil guide you. She can perceive the threads of fate and lead you to the 3 tasks that will reveal my hidden
So
adversary.
is it Vermina and Periite?
In the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name.
Oh, I was just there.
Your journey to preserve reality begins there.
But how can I save reality? I don't understand.
I have alerted Laramil to
Oh.
3 specific threads of fate
color change.
that converge in a place known as the Telvanni Peninsula. She will guide you to these locations so you can unmask my hidden adversaries. Go to the city of Necrom. Laramil awaits you there.
Tell me more about Apocrypha and its connection to Nirn.
Do you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nirn. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nirn will cease to exist.
And what exactly are you?
The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric Prince. What you see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to fate.
What do you know about the enemy that threatens Apocrypha?
Precious little. They are languish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind.
Then how do you know that there's a threat against Apocrypha and Nirn?
Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nirn is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage.
If you can't determine who they are, how can I?
That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you, no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Lyramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms.
How do I know I can trust you?
That is why I agreed to bind myself to you with a powerful contract. I cannot act against you or your interests, so long as you adhere to your part of the bargain. Our enemies have no such constraints, so proceed with caution.
Okay.
Fate takes many paths, mortal.
Thanks, Rolf.
Find Lyramil in Necrom, and choose wisely.
Okay. Does he just hang out here and I can come talk to him whenever I want? That's kind of cool. Fate has many doors, Ed boy. Alright, back into Necrom. Where are you, Larimel? You are somewhere on the eastern side of town. Oh, this is the thing that leads to Apocrypha. Yeah, this room.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy.
It's a lot of books. Well, actually, a lot of empty shelves.
Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you?
He said you would guide me.
And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape.
What do I need to do with these 3 locations?
I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action.
You know where and when, but not what I need to do?
Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you.
Very well. Where do I need to go?
The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done.
Tell me more about the locations.
A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about?
The Necrom Necropolis.
Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful, in venerating their forebears.
Tel Rendis.
Tel Rendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you.
Alavelis. Alavelis.
Alavelis is a minor
Velis.
settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry.
Ooh.
A glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy.
What is this place?
An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city.
Tell me about the portals.
In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger.
Am I supposed to go to Apocrypha now?
Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent.
Okay, goodbye.
Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There. 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
And then that's the 2... Yeah, okay. Let's start with the first one, the Necrom Necropolis.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gedane, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right.
Okay.
Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true...
We got Periite.
Plague isn't something to be treated lightly.
Illness?
When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but...
It sounds like you don't trust the prelate.
Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated. I think.
I can look into Prelate Farum for you.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Tell me more about the necropolis.
This is the necropolis of Necrom.
Oh, so it's like a
perhaps
branching...
the largest and oldest
You
necropolis
do multiple
in all
quests
of
to continue
Morrowind.
the main quest?
For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. It's my honor to serve as one of the keepers of the dead.
The Keepers of the Dead?
Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those pilgrims who come to visit their ancestors. We never turned anyone away. Until now.
You said you were away when the other keepers got sick.
I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. He and the monks raised me after... Well, I had no other family.
Tell me more about the illness.
I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside.
You think Prelate Farum is responsible?
I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Farum won't let me inside to see him.
If the keepers are sick, isn't it prudent to close the necropolis?
Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea.
Speaking of fate, anything happened here recently that could be connected to Hermaeus Mora?
The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that.
Oh, okay. Talk to the portmaster. Where? That way. Isn't that where we started? Oh yeah, neat. So the first quest sends you to pick one of 3 quests, and yet when you do all 3 of them, I assume that then you will be able to continue the main quest. That's kind of a cool way to do things.
Where's that layabout Randus? Absent again.
Portmaster Ulin. Cool eye patch.
Not now, stranger.
She's almost
My
green.
assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea.
Passengers from the Storm Wing may have brought a plague to Necrom.
Plague? That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have?
The necropolis has been closed because the monks there have fallen ill.
Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city.
If you let me investigate the Storm Wing, I can find the proof we need.
Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you.
Well, I want to kind of find out what happened to Port Agent Randus.
Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove south of the city, even when he's supposed to be working. Tell him to get his arse back here, and I'll let you look around the Stormwing. Just be careful. The wildlife along the coast can be dangerous.
Actually, yeah. Let's go see, because... Did something happen to him? That's awfully strange. I love this new favorites thing where I can have all my mounts just be randomly selected every time I mount up. I still have some difficulty navigating this city. So, I guess I can go through the gate and then off a little road to the side. Oh, I guess that's the road down there. This is where we met Sharp. Xander hasn't really been saying much. The companions are usually so chatty. Oh, he really is just fishing. I was kind of...
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed.
Oh, maybe he's not.
I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Good luck to you. I'm going back to bed.
Portmaster Len sent me to find you.
Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today.
Oh.
I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day.
You think something on the Stormwing made you sick?
Now that you mention it, the air in the lower hold smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
I'll tell them. Are you gonna, like, drop dead? I'm afraid of, like... Alright, I guess he's just going. Usually they kind of, like, fade away once... Wait. Alright, I guess he's fine. See, I didn't want to skip that because I was interested to see if there was any actual, like, stuff involving that guy. And there was. He's explained that there is, in fact, something wrong with the Stormwing. So can I just go along the eastern side through the hall? Wasn't I riding... Wait, didn't I mount up on a different... a horse when I started? No, I guess not.
Good to stretch my legs.
That looks like it would hurt their poor feet.
You again? And without that good-for-nothing lazy Randus in tow? Oh, I told you before, I don't have any time to waste on nonsense today.
I found him, but he was really sick.
Well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. Oh, I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant.
He went home. He's really sick. How about the Stormwing?
First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right. Go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
You're from the wrong game. You belong in Horizon. Is it a guard riding a guar? Oh, that's cool.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple.
Not so
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even a rat.
Probably cultists of some sort. That's my guess, anyway.
Yep.
You don't think the ship is haunted, do you? Haunted and cursed?
Until we know what's going on, I'm giving that ship a wide berth.
you skeeving troll ass.
Okay, I'm trying to listen to the dialogue and that person's just attacking NPCs. That's fine. Wait, is that not the dock lady we just saw? Hidden Kindred. Oh, I've seen these guys running around. My fellow Kindred, at the Supreme Plague Master of our glorious order, I command you to follow these instructions to the letter. Bring the pestilential lord's implements to Firewatch and meet me at the harbor. We will complete our journey to Necrom aboard the merchant ship Stormwing. Make sure the vials containing the holy miasma of disease are sealed tight. It is important the Peryite's breath remain undiluted until we share it with the Necropolis's misguided monks. I have the robes and cowls you will need in Necrom. I shall pose as a temple prelate, and you will be my attendants. Soon we can search the Necropolis unhindered, find what we seek. To the glory of Peryite and the hidden kindred, Blight Crown. No, Azandir like that. Ooh, it's musty down here. Peryite idol. Small idol representing Peryite. Okay. Oh. Well, that's interesting. First mate Dalmer's. Oh my god, I didn't notice this. Huh. That's an important looking book. Departed Vivek City on the morning tide, bound for Sageth Mora. Fine morning to set sail. Made port at Sageth Mora and took on a cargo of muck sponge. Took on passengers at Firewatch, Prelate Farum and his aides. Will observe a vow of silence. Strange group, all with scars that indicate they suffered some pox or other in the past. I've never met anyone from the temple like them before, and they had a lot of cargo, crates that smelled like something died inside them. They better not stink up the hold. Rounded the north cape of the Felvani Peninsula in rough seas. Half the crew was too sick to work today. The prelate and his aides kept to the lower decks. I even found a few of them down in the hold. 3 days out of Necrom. The crew is complaining about skeevers. There must be some sort of infestation in the hold. Probably something to do with those crates the prelate brought aboard. I'm going to take a look, then I'll lock it up until we reach Necrom. Huh. Okay, I guess that was the man in the journal. I was about to say, it's weird that there's no other players doing this. What are these people doing at the docks?
There's an Iliad ruin under the Lokrata Hills? I never suspected such a thing.
Wait, where's... Oh. Wait. Where'd the dockmaster go? Don't I have to return to her and tell her?
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Farum to the necropolis?
Prelate Farum is an imposter. He's the leader of the Hidden Kindred cult and a follower of Periite.
An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis?
The note doesn't say, but it does indicate they want to search the necropolis for something.
All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked.
You must know another way to get into the necropolis.
I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there.
Good idea, I'll meet you in the tunnel.
The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs.
What can you tell me about Periite?
Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time.
People worship a god of disease?
People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them.
You seem very worried about the abbot.
I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the necropolis. But maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story.
Blightcrown, as the prelate, said the necropolis was closed by order of the abbot.
I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away.
What about the city guard? Can they help?
As Prelate Farum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the abbot ourselves, before it's too late.
Okay.
I'll meet you in the underways.
So where are they? Oh, just go around. Haven't been to this part yet. Ooh. This is
Over
cozy.
Here, friend. I rarely use trapdoor. You go first.
Ooh. The first Chimer to arrive in this region carved crypts.
No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
What do you mean, just as you hoped? This is beautiful, the architecture in this city. And the colors.
To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
Lots of hidden kindred around here.
Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest.
Oh.
Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum.
Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
So they're like a torture truth poison?
No, I know nothing of Prior Durdrin's tomb. Leave me be.
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel.
Blightcrown's orders. Keep the censers burning to infuse the chapel with Perry's blessed breath, but use care. Do not exhaust our supply before we find what we seek. Question the keepers stricken by our prince's favor. Where is the relic? Where is Prior Durdrin's tomb? What other secrets hide in the catacombs? In their fever, they should reveal what we need to find the relic. Abbot Ilvel may know more about these topics than the other keepers of the dead. Move him to his chambers and I will question him personally. Blightcrown.
Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot! Destroy that foul censor, friend.
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb in the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower catacombs? How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state.
Insidious.
And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble?
It's part of a plot to attack Hermaeus Mora. I was told that fate sent me here to stop it.
Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too?
No, I agreed to help because the threat to Hermaeus Mora also endangers Nirn.
Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry.
What kind of relic would be in Prior Durdrin's tomb?
Prior Durdrin founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend.
Okay.
Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself.
What else can you tell me about Prior Durdren and his tomb?
Prior Durdren established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago.
Do you know anything about the relic, the Fulcrum Obscura?
I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdren possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their lures. And he was given some sort of charge by Lord Vivec personally.
And where will I find Prior Durdren's tomb?
I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get there.
Are Abbot Ilvel and the other keepers going to be alright?
The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments of need, my prayers will be answered. Although it certainly helps that the sensors were destroyed and that foul miasma is dissipating. I'll do what I can while you deal with the imposter.
Tell me about the catacombs.
Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest. Maybe the oldest. Here, our people can visit their revered ancestors, seek their guidance, remind them they haven't been forgotten.
Are there many relics in the catacombs?
It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keepsakes. Some of those might be valuable, or dangerous. But no Dark Elf would think of stealing from their ancestors.
Okay.
The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
That sure is a big giant key. Okay. Just keep on going then. Search the catacombs. Easier said than done. So this way? Nope, can't go that way. Do I have to go the long way around?
The Prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
So the hidden kindred, are they specifically just Periite, or are they like the overarching Daedric cooperative cult?
Any more?
Keep looking.
I need some tea.
Blightcrown demands we find the relic.
Oh, they brought an ogre. How did they bring an ogre in here actually? Wait a minute. You can't just grow an ogre like that, can you? I love that companions get more experience now the more affinity they have with you. It's a much better incentive to actually involve them. So I've got to go this way. I like these furnaces. I wonder if they're specifically just like a small part, or like the entire thing is part of the... Because it looks like they're built into all of it. Someone's been killing things here. Okay, but what if I don't, though? I love Azandir. He's so good. They really hit the, like, they really nailed the companions in this DLC. Man, this place just keeps on going. I mean, it is a necropolis, that makes sense, but whoo-wee. Sprawling is an understatement with this thing. So I just need to make my way down, right? God, the middleman. The Hidden Kindred. What outfit style do they use, come to think of it? I suppose it's going to be released later as an incentive to kind of play through the DLC again.
The Fulcrum Obscura. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasard. Quick, take the relic.
Torvasard.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
Ooh, it's the big shirtless man from the trailer.
The tide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Perryites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
The Plague Gusher.
I'm feeling hostility.
No, he like that?
That was intellectually stimulating.
This little thing? I guess part of it. So does Xandir like when you kill monstrous creatures? Is that why he like that?
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me.
You still look a little loopy.
Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum?
The prelate is actually a Perryiite priest named Blightcrown. They got away with part of the relic.
Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Perryiite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions.
What you do with this piece of the relic?
Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that.
Okay. Was there anything else, Abbot Ilvel?
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead.
Meet me at the old Necrom Bindery. I'm working with someone named Laramil the Wise.
The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Okay. No.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still, we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Periite worshippers are the lowest of the loathsome. Superlative work, Cole.
Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
Oh, Xander had commentary on the quest? Okay, that's new. They didn't do that before. The companions usually just made little quips and stuff.
Come, Proxy. Fate dictates that I join you at this location.
Okay, well, I think we'll do this in the next episode, because this is chunky. I like this way of doing the beginning, though. So we're here. And where was the last one? Elavelis. Interesting. Alright, yeah, we'll continue in the next episode. So, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.